Greetings, my darling friends. Thank you for joining us. My dear friend Emil Amos, the great musician, eternal outsider, brilliant philosopher, somebody who I was friends with in college. I'm so lucky that I ran into this guy and that he derailed me from whatever boring ass tracks my train was chugging down. He's here with us today and we cover some of my favorite topics on earth: the occult, cults, Satan, black magic, the Illuminati, and much more. Now, everybody, please welcome to the Duncan Trussell Family Hour podcast, Emil Amos. I mean, I think we both share a kind of like sense that a real feeling that getting stuck in a weird fucking job with a weird boss is like one of the levels of hell, right?
Well, I think kids listening or maybe longtime listeners probably assume they came to us when we were like, in their minds, you know, we had sort of been established or something. I'm just using that term loosely, but there was never an early parallel between us in terms of careerism or anything. There was just this idea at school that I had to play music whether I liked it or not, and you were still deciding what you wanted to do, but we never knew that we would go off in these different directions, and then in weird ways the same thing would happen to us, and then we'd kind of curve back to this extremely similar place, which is a very rare place where you can produce your own art straight from your house and sort of sell it to the world as a business. That was never in the cards. There was no plan for that.
No plan. We couldn't even imagine that would be some kind of possibility, like, because the technology didn't exist. I mean, that was the grim thing about coming up during the time we did, like we were like one of the last generations to not have access to the internet. And so when they were telling us about the possibilities for our future in school, there was no internet. So there was like the possibilities were pretty, like, a lot of those things they were telling us we should go and do, I don't even know if those jobs even exist anymore. And certainly not in the same way. Did you have to take cursive when you were in school?
Oh yeah, I took it all, but typing.
Dude, yeah, typing. And I can remember being in typing class and just not naturally thinking like, God, this is what the future looks like. This is the world. Like, you gotta learn how to type on one of these stupid fucking things. Like, this is the world. You need to, not only do you remember that you need to learn how to type a certain number of words per minute, WPM. Remember that?
Yeah, it was actually the one thing I could do well, the typing. But so what I think is almost impossible to explain to a post-internet person is that the gatekeeping system was so rigorously set up. And part of my question for you is that when I left LA, you know, we don't ever talk about this time that much, partially because it was miserable, but I'm fascinated with that time because that was that period in your 20s where